At the turn of the 20th century, transportation was undergoing a revolution. The world was shifting from horse-drawn carriages to the promise of motorized vehicles. Among the early pioneers of this new era was a man named Henry Ford, whose vision would reshape the way people moved, worked, and lived. Born in 1863, Henry Ford was fascinated by machinery from a young age. After working as an engineer for the Edison Illuminating Company, he turned his attention to the automobile. Ford's goal wasn't just to build cars, it was to make them accessible to ordinary people. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T. Unlike earlier automobiles, which were often luxury items for the wealthy, the Model T was designed with simplicity and affordability in mind. It was sturdy, reliable, and easy to operate, making it suitable for rural roads as well as urban streets. Ford's real breakthrough came not just from the car itself, but from the way it was produced. In 1913, the company introduced the moving assembly line. Inspired by techniques used in industries like meatpacking, the assembly line reduced the time it took to build a Model T from more than 12 hours to about 90 minutes. This innovation allowed Ford to lower prices dramatically while increasing production. Initially priced at $780, the Model T's cost dropped steadily. By 1925, it could be purchased for as little as $290. This affordability brought car ownership within reach of middle-class Americans. The Model T revolutionized mobility. It gave farmers a reliable way to transport goods, allowed families to travel greater distances, and helped connect rural and urban areas. Ford's vision of a car for the masses was becoming a reality. The impact of the Model T extended beyond transportation. Ford's assembly line influenced industries worldwide, setting new standards for efficiency and production. The company also introduced the $5 workday in 1914, doubling the average wage for factory workers at the time. While this move increased productivity, it also ensured that workers could afford the very cars they built. By the 1920s, Ford was producing nearly half of all automobiles in the world. The Model T's success spurred infrastructure improvements, including the development of better roads and the establishment of service stations. However, the Model T's dominance was not eternal. By the mid-1920s, competitors like General Motors began offering cars with more features and greater customization. Ford's insistence on standardization, offering the Model T only in black for many years, became a disadvantage. In 1927, production of the Model T ended, and Ford introduced the Model A to better compete with evolving consumer preferences. The Ford Model T remains one of the most influential cars in history. Its legacy isn't just in the millions of vehicles sold, but in the profound changes it brought to society. By making automobiles affordable, Henry Ford helped create a world where mobility was no longer a privilege but a possibility for all.